Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Battalion Chief Raphael Gibson, and I am the Deputy Training Chief of the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service. Tonight, we're here to celebrate the culmination of 26 weeks of hard work, hard training by one of the best fire departments in the United States, right? Today, we're here to celebrate the graduation of recruit class number 54. Before we get started, just a couple of things, right? There's exits behind you and in front of you. Just be mindful of your cell phones and also of your food and drinks. We'll now have the presentation of colors, so everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors and accompanied by the Montgomery County firefighters' pipes and drums. Captain Sherry Hole.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we've watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, at this time, we're going to have a moment of silence and remembrance of those firefighters who lost their line of duty, including one of our own, Master Firefighter Wu. Thank you. You may take your seats.
recruit fair. Congratulations. Now that it's all over, what advice would you give someone who is trying to successfully complete recruit school?
I would say just when you figure out what you want to do with your life, just know you can push yourself to be that person. No matter how much you struggle, you're going to be able to work through it. It may be hard. You're going to have a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's going to be worth it if you figure out why you want to be here, and just keep that in the back of your mind. Just know you can keep pushing past your physical and your mental limits to get where you want to be.
What you know about rolling down in the
Close everything up. And rotate.
What you know about rolling down in the What you know about rolling down in the
All right, let's get started. So as you can see, we're very proud of our C-54, the blood, the sweat, and the tears they've shed over the last 26 weeks of work. And today, we're here to welcome them to our Montgomery County Fire and Rescue family. So as we get started, I just want to acknowledge a few distinguished guests with us this evening. County Executive Mark Elridge. The CAO, Mr. Richard Marolino. Assistant CAO, right, Dr. Earl Stoddard. Council Member Sidney Katz. Division Chief Charles Bailey. Assistant Chief Tim Burns. The President of the Local 1664, Mr. Jeffrey Buttle. And I believe seated in the audience is Michelle Lanus from Council Member Joando's office. If you're here, there she is. Welcome. And the VP from the IFF, Mr. Tommy Courtney, the one and only. So also take a welcome to all of our fire and rescue members, brothers and sisters sitting in the crowd. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting our members in this event. So to start off, we're going to have a few remarks. So we're going to start off by introducing County Executive Mr. Mark Elridge to say a few words.
So I'm sure this is an exciting meeting for everybody, but especially tonight for the group that is finally becoming firefighters in Montgomery County. I want to thank you all very much for everything you did to get through this process. I was looking at the training stuff you did, and I'm only imagining, like, is there any point in my life when I could have done any of that stuff? I'm thinking probably not, but it was pretty impressive. And it's a lot of work to get you here. And I want to thank you for sticking through it and getting here. I want to thank all the family members, because without your support, their job becomes incredibly difficult. And as hard as it was to go through being a recruit, the day these folks start running out on calls, your job is going to get even harder. You have to be there to support them. You have to be there knowing that they put their lives at risk every day. So this is not an easy thing. It's something that is likely to, continue to produce concern and, I guess, honestly, fear in some degree for, the people you love. And I think it's a testament to you that they have your confidence and your support to do the work they're going to do. And so this all takes a family, and the family, I think, is really important here. You're joining one of the finest fire and rescue services in the nation, and we say that with a lot of certainty. We have amazing abilities in this county, and we are looked at around the country for our ability to support other jurisdictions when they do not have all the support they need. We're one of the first places that people reach out to and say, can you help us? And the reputation has been built over decades. This isn't something new. This is something that we've been doing for a long time, and it's valued in the county and it's valued outside the county. You've chosen a pretty noble profession, and it says a lot about your character and dedication. You've chosen to put the safety and lives of others above your own. This is a calling that requires courage, compassion, and an unyielding sense of duty. You don't get to walk away from something and say this is too tough. Because when you're there, the job is to get the job done, and this is what you sign up for. And I want to thank you for making that choice. And thank you for stepping up to serve and protect our communities. As you embark on this new chapter, I want you to remember that you're not alone. You're now part of a brotherhood and sisterhood that extends far beyond the borders of Montgomery County. Firefighters and EMTs around the world share a bond built on trust, respect, and shared commitment to saving lives. And this community will be your source of strength, support, and camaraderie throughout your career. Here in Montgomery County, we're committed to ensuring that you have everything you need to succeed. We will pay you decently. That is important. You cannot ask people to put their lives on the line and then get cheap about how you pay them. That would be very disrespectful. We're going to provide you with the best training that you can get in the world and the most advanced equipment. We want to make sure that if you're going to go out and fight a fire, you have the best tools available. You're going to have the guidance of experienced and wise leaders who will mentor and mold you into the life-saving professionals that you are. And your growth and your development are our priorities. And our priority is to keep you safe as you go through this journey. And we're going to stand by you every step of the way. You're in Montgomery County. It's one of the most diverse communities in the country. And next week, we will be having the new fire chief. Corey Smedley will be coming on, and Corey will be the first black fire chief in Montgomery County. As you go forth, I want you to remember that each of you is called to respond. Each of you touch and challenge the threats that you're going to be dealing with. You're going to have to be there and be tough and ready to deal with the kind of situations you're going to find yourself in. Whether you're a firefighter or an EMT, you make a valuable contribution to our department. And you carry with you the pride of the moment and the values instilled in you during our training and the unwavering commitment to excellence that defines Montgomery County's Fire and Rescue Service. So I want to congratulate this class again. Thank you again very much for what you've done. So welcome to the MCFRS family. We're proud of you. We believe in you. We stand with you as you begin this remarkable journey. We want you to stay safe and we want you to stay strong. And we always want you to know that we appreciate that you've chosen this noble path to walk down. So my heartfelt thanks to all of you, my heartfelt thanks to the families, and thank everybody else here from the service who's here to honor the recruits tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Elridge. It is with great pleasure to now introduce Division Chief of Support Services for the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue, Chief Charles Bailey.
It's really hard to follow your boss. Yeah. So I need some good cheer coming back from you folks. They told me I only could talk for 5 minutes, and that has been stressing me out for days, right? Because I had a 56-minute speech prepared. I've been cutting and cutting and cutting. I've been to a couple seconds ago. Whoa, I'm sorry about that. What I want to talk about tonight in less than 5 minutes, unfortunately, they've had me for what, it was like 2 hours a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you'll get over it. I want to talk tonight about greatness. Like, wow, like 4 minutes we're going to talk about greatness. See, what happens is you're at the beginning of what we really hope is going to be a 30-plus year career. We want it to last that long. And what we want is at the end of that for you to be able to look back on it and say, man, that was great. So we're going to talk about, for the next few minutes, about what that looks like, being great. I'll warn you, though, there's many fraudulent paths, cheap shots and shortcuts to greatness. You got to be attentive, avoid them. There's only one right way, and that right way involves really actually caring about people, okay? Wow. So, again, we're hoping that this thing is going to last you 30 years, but we're realists. Things happen. It's rough out there. The boss just said it. You're going to see things, you're going to smell things, you're going to feel things, and those things are going to weigh on you, and it's going to be hard. But you're going to get through this, because you can get through this. And it's even hard to talk about because when I'm standing here, like, what's this dude all choked up about? It's because as you talk about it, all these memories from all these years come flooding back, and I'm looking at some of these guys who've been around before me in the front row. And I know that that happens to be true, not to call you guys out. But I think the best way sometimes to make a point is with a story. All good stories start once upon a time, so we'll do that. Once upon a time, there was a crew. It was an ambulance crew. They were relatively new people. If you don't know how the fire department works, that's where the new people start out, on an ambulance. And they run a call for service, and it interrupts their dinner. They were just sitting down to eat. You know, those firemen, they can eat. They make good dinners. And they're just sitting down to eat, and they get interrupted to go help this old man off the floor. He's been laying on the floor for 2 days. He's obstinate. He laid there until somebody thought to miss him. Think about that, laying there for 2 days. And this crew, these two very young people like you guys are, they show up and they know this fella needs to go to the hospital. He needs 2 things. He needs a doctor and a social worker. Right? We got to figure out why he fell down, and we got to figure out why it took 2 days for somebody to notice. But he was an obstinate old man. He didn't want to get up. They knew that. So they didn't try to force him. No one was going to force him. They sat with him. This is a true story. And you know, when you lay on the floor for 2 things, your body doesn't stop functioning. So they sat with him, and they got him cleaned up. Then they cleaned up the floor. And you know, when you lay on the floor for 2 days straight, you don't get to eat. You're thirsty. So they got him some food, got him something to drink. They just sat with him. They opened up the curtains and the sunbeams came in. And after a while, that obstinate old guy wasn't obstinate anymore, and he let them take him to the hospital. And they go to the hospital, and they spend a long time there. If you don't know that, you'll learn it soon enough. Sometimes when you go to the hospital, you're going to be there a minute. And they answered dozens and dozens of questions from 18 different people. The same questions, typically. That's just how it works some days. And when they walked out of that hospital, they hadn't gone to a fire. There was no hoses. There was no drama. But they looked at each other, and without saying a word, I think they realized that they had done a good thing. This is a true story. They had made a difference in somebody's life. And so what you got to remember is that for some people, when they wake up in the morning and they peel the curtains open, the sun doesn't come rushing in. And they're in a dark place, and it hurts, and they're lonely, and they need help. So what's that got to do with you? What I'm asking you to do, and what I think the 1.1 or so million people that live here are asking you to do, is to be great. And greatness in this case means just being a sunbeam in somebody's life. You're gonna get a ton of opportunities, and what I'm asking you to do is don't mess them up, don't skip them over, don't delay them for later. When you get an opportunity to be a sunbeam in somebody else's life, you have then done the greatest thing that you can do. We wish you the best of luck, and thank you.
Thank you, Chief Bailey. Sorry about that, a little bit of a height difference there. My little Brazilian self was not tall. So next, I would like to welcome, it's my pleasure to introduce the Chief Administrative Officer, Mr. Richard Madalino. Just kidding.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much, Chief Bailey, for those great remarks. I definitely hope to be a sunbeam. I think that's what I heard you say, a sunbeam. So I want to speak to the family. So as the Chief Administrative Officer, I'm sure you all know what that means. I'm the senior appointed official in the county government. It's my job to make sure your relatives, your loved ones get home every day. It's my job to make sure we keep the county executive's promise. Good pay, great training, outstanding equipment. We want to keep you safe. We want to make sure you come home every day. We want to make sure after that 30 years of service to our county, you have a great pension and health benefits. I want to say to the families, congratulations, because I'm sure many of you have been listening to your children or your siblings since they were, 4 or 5, saying, I want to be a firefighter. And tonight, they're making that dream come true, and clearly, you all were part of making that dream come true. I want to say to the graduates, please, before the night is over, make sure you say thank you, especially a thank you to maybe that 1 or 2 people who made sure you got through this experience. I'm committed to making sure all of you have a successful career. I want to say welcome to you in joining the Montgomery County government. You're not just joining the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service, you're joining 10,000 other people who work for the county government day in and day out. And those are remarkable people, firefighters, police officers, correctional officers, nurses, secretaries, bill collectors, housing inspectors, who are out trying to make this community the best community each and every day, often interacting with our residents on the worst day, the most challenging day of their lives. Yet you and your colleagues come back every day to make this a great place. I pledge to you to keep your loved ones safe. And if you think I'm just saying it, I have to say I know one of these graduates. I've known her since she was a baby. So if you don't come home safe, I'm going to hear about it. And trust me, I don't want to go to a party and be confronted by a loved one who isn't happy. So thank you all so much. Congratulations and welcome to the best county government in the United States of America.
Thank you, Mr. Madalino. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our Training Chief Officer, Assistant Chief Tim Burns. Good evening. So, I am Training Chief. I have not been here for the entire Recruit Class 54. And I did want to take a moment to recognize Assistant Chief Elizabeth Sanford, who recently retired, and I took her spot, who is in the audience with us. Just like to thank her for all her work that she did prior to my arrival and keeping the lights on so that we can get here tonight with Recruit Class 54. The other folks that I did want to acknowledge who haven't been thanked yet are the recruit training officers. The 5 folks in the recruit training office, the lieutenants, the captain, they're all in even before I am. They're working out on their own. They're staying late. They have a lot of personal energy that goes into seeing these classes through, and I wanted to recognize their work and give Recruit Class 54 an opportunity to say thank you to them. So for Recruit Class 54, I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about the future for you. You're about to embark on a magical journey. At least that's been my experience working for Montgomery County. I grew up here, I went to high school here, and I eventually came on to work here. If you'll indulge me for a minute, I'll have one of those back when I was a recruit story, but I think it's pertinent. I can remember at the old academy, we used to run around Shady Grove Hospital. We used to run every day. That was back before we figured out that wasn't good for you. When we were running one day, I can remember the recruit training officer, they used to like to talk to you while you run because it was hard to hold a conversation while you're trying to run in recruit school. And the recruit training officer said to one of my fellow recruits, what year can you retire? Back then, we had a 25-year retirement, so now he's trying to do math and talk at the same time while running, but he managed to get through it. He said 2023. And I can remember back in 1997, that seemed like forever. I couldn't even wrap my head around the year 2000, let alone 2023. But so after that little exchange, the recruit training officer said, who was about ready to retire or reach retirement eligibility, he said, it's going to go by in a flash. He said it'll go by so fast you won't even know it. And I echo that sentiment to you guys. 20, which is when you guys will reach retirement eligibility, or even a 25 or 30-year career, will go by faster than you can blink. You will wake up one day and realize that you are eligible to retire in a few years, or you can stay. So my message to you is to enjoy the ride. Throughout that ride, you'll have good days, you'll have great days. You'll have bad days, and you'll have really dark days. The good days look like, you go to a fire, you and your crew pull a line, and everything goes according to plan, and everything works out. Some of those will be great days. You'll have bad days where you pull the line off the truck and you face plant in the front yard, and there's somebody nowadays with a camera who's filming the whole thing. Or you try and usurp the CAO's microphone time in front of 300 or 400 people. That could be that could be a bad day as well. But the other kind of days are the dark days. In my career, those days looked like 9/11, when we were dealing with the sniper, or even the whole COVID experience, which turned into a dark year or two. My message to you is to learn from all of the days, right? Learning on the good days is easy. You pull the line, you save a patient's life, you think, all right, well, I can do this a little bit better next time, I can do that better a little bit next time. The bad days are easy as well, right? It's very easy to see your flaws, think about what you can improve next time. It's the dark days that are going to take some effort to learn from. On 9/11, we learned the true meaning of commitment. We also learned that sometimes our value to the community was just being there and being a source of strength for them, or a source of comfort. During the sniper, we learned sometimes you've even got to go to work when you're scared. During COVID, I learned how our organization, as an organization, how we can adapt to a changing and unpredictable environment. But the bottom line for you is to never stop learning, never stop holding yourself to high standards, and learn from the days where you do well, seek ways to improve on the days when you could have done better, and learn from the days that test your resolve. So congratulations, Recruit Class 54. A lot of tall people here today. Thank you, Chief Burns. It is now my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Jeff Buttle, the president of the IAFF, our local 1664.
Good evening. On behalf of the Montgomery County Career Firefighters Association, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome the family and friends of Recruit Class 54 as we congratulate them on successfully completing their first major milestone of their careers. Over the course of the training program that they have just completed, the instructors and staff here at our Public Safety Training Academy have instilled in each of you the knowledge and the skills that you will need to be able to perform your job in an outstanding manner and under the most trying of conditions. Our profession, that of a professional firefighter or paramedic, is as honorable and rewarding of a position that you will find anywhere in the world. As you graduate from recruit school and enter into the next phase of your probationary training, there are a few things you should keep in mind that will serve you well throughout your career. First, your reputation. This is the most valuable asset you have. What you say and what you do define who you are. Your reputation began the first day you walked through the doors of the training academy and will continue to develop throughout your entire career. Punctuality. Be on time, where you're supposed to be and when you're supposed to be there. This is a direct reflection of your dependability as an individual. And finally, teamwork and the ability to function as a member of a team. This is the foundation for everything that we do in the fire service. It is essential that regardless of individual differences, you maintain the ability to stand side by side with your fellow firefighters to overcome the many challenges that you will face together. Tonight, in addition to graduating from the academy, you become a member of a family of over 1,200 career firefighters and paramedics here in Montgomery County, and over 345,000 IFF members from around the world. Regardless of the situation, you can rest assured that as a member of this family, there will always be somebody there to help you during your time of need. On behalf of the members of our local union, I am proud to welcome you into our family of professional firefighters and paramedics. To each of the members of Recruit Class 54, congratulations on your accomplishment, and best wishes to each and every one of you on a successful career. Thank you.
Thank you, President Buttle. So next, we're going to do the presentation of certificates, but before we do that, I wanted Captain Felice, RTO folks, can you step out here for a minute, please? All of you. Lieutenants, firefighters up front, please. So we are here today, right? Even the planning of this event, your family members are graduating today because of the work of these guys right here, right? I watch them come into work way before I get there in the morning, and when I'm leaving to go home, they're there for a couple more hours every single day, no matter the weather, no matter what's going on, no matter what holiday it is. So please, RC54, stand up for me, right? And please, folks, join RC54 in thanking these guys for the hard work and getting us to this point here today. I know I am speaking for myself, Chief Sanford and Chief Burns, in saying we're very proud of this group and the work that we've done. So I will now ask our distinguished guests, senior staff, members of recruit training staff, to come forward to assist in the presentation of the Class A cover and certificates. Family members, please line up. So you guys come on up. I'm going to read the names, you'll be up there with me. Come on, Cap. All right, our first graduate, Dylan Ballantyne, accompanied by his father, Captain Daniel Ballantyne of the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service. Nicholas Boswell. Joshua Brooks. Joshua Bumpus. Sean Conroy. Darren Cumberbatch. Hold on. With his grandfather, Mr. Randolph Lynch, Army Private First Class. Kennedy Allerman. Jacob Dimachowski and his father, Michael Dimachowski, Battalion Chief with the Frederick County Fire and Rescue Service. Harper Fair. Riley Gilligan with his father, Sean Gilligan, Lieutenant with the District of Columbia Fire Department. Evan Hall. Aiden Linder. James Mang. Henry Peak with his father, Adam Peak, Lieutenant, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue. Scott Pickett. Charles Procus. Sean Ryder. Dixon Rosa Mercado. Brogan Ryan with his father, Matthew Ryan, Captain, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue. Colton Sauter. Allison Schuster. John Wakefield. Jacob Wasden. Michael Young with his uncle, Charles Kramerick, Captain with the Arlington County Fire and Rescue. RC 54. So in every class, we have some that stick out, right? Some of the best. So now we're going to move forward with the presentation of the recruit awards from the RTO. So if I can have the members of the recruit training office come forward, we are going to present our top recruits in different categories. Give them a second, they're trying to reset, but.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Andrew Wood, Lieutenant here. I'm presenting the Richard B. Thompson Award. The Emergency Medical Technician module consists of 8 weeks of intensive academic study. During this time, recruits complete a multitude of written tests and practical exercises. The culmination of module is the National Registry of EMT Technicians examination process. It should be noted that the statewide average pass rate for this is 67%. Please join me in thanking all the EMS instructor cadre on behalf of RC 54, who had a 100% success rate. You're welcome. The Richard B. Thompson Award is presented to the top academic student in the Emergency Medical Technician module. Named for Sergeant Richard B. Thompson of the Laytonsville Volunteer Fire Department, Sergeant Thompson chaired the Emergency Medical Services Committee that incorporated pre-hospital advanced care to the Fire and Rescue Service. The recipient of the Richard B. Thompson Award for Recruit Class 54 is Evan Hall.
Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Pete Newman. I'm here to present the Chief A. Marvin Gibbons Award. The firefighting module consists of 8 weeks of academic and practical exercises. During this time frame, recruits are trained in all aspects of firefighting, from how to properly wear their firefighting turnout gear to scratching hose in high-rise fires. Chief Gibbons made a significant and lasting impression during his 42 years of service to Montgomery County. During this time, he helped establish the Montgomery County Fire Board. He introduced legislation to hire the first training officer, and he personally oversaw the construction of the Public Safety Training Center, the first one. The Chief A. Marvin Gibbons Award is presented to the recruit who successfully completes the firefighting module with the highest academic grade. The recipient of the Chief A. Marvin Gibbons Award for Recruit Class 54 is Harper Fair.
Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight?
Come on now, that's all we got. How y'all doing tonight?
All right. Can we get a little bit more energy? Let's go, a little bit more energy. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. I'm a firefighter light.
I'm firefighter Eric Campbell, and collectively we coordinate and manage all the physical training for the recruit classes. First and foremost, I want to commend RC54 for a job well done. Like most classes, there's ups and downs, there's all types of obstacles that they need to overcome, and they met every challenge, every obstacle, and I couldn't be more proud. So, round of applause for RC54. To be honest with you, this is a very, very good group. We work with a lot of young recruits. You know, over the years, we worked with a lot of different recruits, and this is a very special class. We really enjoyed working with you. We want to thank you personally for the refrigerator. They gifted us with a refrigerator, so thank you. We appreciate that. We're going to fill it with protein and all that good stuff. But anyway, seriously, from the bottom of our hearts, we really enjoyed working with you. Thank you for giving us your all, maximum effort, 100% of the day. And we wanted to impart something to you real quick, which is he who wishes to secure the good of others has already secured his own. Now, what does that mean? That simply means that striving to contribute to the well-being of the happiness of others, you will inevitably find fulfillment in yourself. So all that means is if you're inherently good, then good will come out in others. So we want you to just move out into the field with that spirit to always be ready to serve the community of Montgomery County as well as you can with goodness and care in your heart. This is a hard job. We talk about it all the time. They joke because I said this job will kill you, which it will. But What you need to understand is treat people well and don't allow this job to harden you. Don't allow this job to take your humanity and the goodness within you away. So we impart that with you. And back to the script. E, you want to say something? You good? Okay. This is my partner in crime. We do everything together, right? So during recruit school, academic and practical programs are provided in blocks of instruction. However, the physical fitness program continues from day 3 all the way through graduation. So these men and women are with us every single day. They do EMS on one side and they also do fire training on the other, but they don't do it for 26 weeks straight. And they're with us physically getting fit and training all 26 weeks. So the Physical Fitness Award is given to the recruit who excelled in all aspects of the physical fitness program, from strength training to cardio and a mix of everything in between. We've tried to throw everything at them. If you notice that video, we tried to throw any and everything we could at this group, and they handled it with a lot of pride and a lot of success. So anyway, for overall success in physical fitness, the award for Recruit Class 54 is presented to Scott Pickett. And we love Scott so much that we've invited him to come join the PT instructor. So as soon as he comes out of probation, he belongs to us.
Good evening, I'm Lieutenant Matt Hall, and I'm here this evening to present the Chief David B. Grotz Award. Chief David B. Grotz was the first career chief of the Silver Spring Fire Department, and in 1974 became the first director of the Department of Fire and Rescue Services for Montgomery County, a predecessor to our current organization. Chief Grotz's accomplishments included serving as the Executive Director for International Operations for the National Fire Protection Association, sitting on the Board of Directors for Underwriters Laboratory, and paving the way for the Scott Firefighter Combat Challenge, an international physical fitness competition. The David B. Grotz Award is presented to the student in the recruit class who has excelled in all phases of the 26-week-long training program. This recruit has demonstrated not only exceptional knowledge, practical skills, leadership qualities, and a desire to excel, but completed so in a stressful environment with a teamwork-based attitude. These are all qualities which Chief Grotz instilled in those he instructed and worked with. The recipient of the Chief David B. Grotz Award for Recruit Class 54, Kennedy Eilerman.
Good evening, everyone. My name is James Felice. I'm the captain with Montgomery County Fire Rescue, the recruit training coordinator. There's a good chance that they came home angry at me and probably were angry at you because of something they were angry at me about. So my apologies to the family. I'm giving out the Thomas Carr Jr. Leadership Award. The Thomas Carr Jr. served as the first fire chief of Montgomery County Fire Rescue Service. During Chief Carr's 30-year career, he earned a reputation as a strong, capable leader who, among other things, achieved national accreditation for the Montgomery County Fire Rescue Service, organized a national certified urban search and rescue team, and he fought to improve firefighter safety and staffing levels. Chief Carr had a quiet but effective leadership style that earned him admiration throughout the fire service on a national level. This award is bestowed upon the recruit who continuously exhibits only the highest qualities of leadership, integrity, courage, and dedication. during the entirety of recruit school. The recipient of this award is chosen by his or her fellow recruits. It is my honor to present the Thomas Carr Jr. Leadership Award to John Wakefield.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is John Wakefield. I happen to be the oldest member of the recruit class. And I don't talk very much, so this is like going to be the longest I've talked for the entirety of the recruit class, all 26 weeks right here. So, Recruit Class 54 would like to extend our sincere appreciation to the Recruit Training Office for all their hard work and dedication to get us to this stage after 26 weeks. And that process didn't just start 26 weeks ago. I mean, it was like a year and a half to when the start of the planning occurred to get us here. Yes, the Academy has taught us a lot, all the essential fire and EMS skills to get us out there to do our jobs. But there was more than that. We have a bond amongst all of us now as Recruit Class 54 that's going to carry forward. Significant trust that has been built that, to be able to get us through tough times. Lasting friendships and life lessons to set us on a path for successful and rewarding careers. And that's all a testament to a top-notch training academy and exceptional instructors. So in recognition of your efforts and our accomplishments, we present to you this plaque.
Congratulations. All right. Now I'd like to get Chief Burns to come forward for the swearing in. Chief Burns.
Recruit Class 54, please stand up. Yep. Hurry up or we're taking that reward back. Okay. You're going to repeat after me. I. Do solemnly promise and declare that I will support the Constitution of the United States and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland and support the Constitution and laws thereof. And that I will, to the best of my skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office of firefighter rescuer according to the Constitution and laws of this state. Ladies and gentlemen, please assist me in congratulating the members of Recruit Class 54.
So that concludes our service for RC 54. Before you go, just real quick, the folks up top, right, our digital media folks, they do a ton of work for us as well. Make sure we don't forget to thank them. And this concludes our program. Thank you guys very much for coming. Thank you very much for being part of this. There's a short video if you guys want to watch before you go.